Hi, this is George from Upfish, your marketing automation expert, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to take any kind of source video and then automatically turn it into shorts. So 10-second videos, 15-second videos, 20-second videos of the most interesting parts of your video. Now the reason I'm setting this up is because I have just finished creating my course. And I have a whole bunch of Loom videos, as you can see, because I've got courses, I've got videos on how to design a workflow, how to scrape OpenAI, how to repurpose successful content, all of this stuff. And if you're interested in checking it out, it's in my school community. So as you can see here within the classroom, I now have the full automation course available for anybody to use. So you can go through, you can learn how to use Make, you can become better at automation, start up your own agency, whatever. But yeah, as a direct result of that, I have a load of videos. And why not use them for social media? So what we're going to be doing is using some core tools here. Obviously, we're going to be using Airtable, but you don't have to use Airtable. You can use Google Drive, any kind of place where you store your videos. I'm using Loom because this is where I record my videos. But again, if you just have a video and you put it in a Google Drive, you don't need that in between step. We will be using OpenAI though. So what this is going to do, this is going to analyze our transcripts and figure out the best places to make short videos. And then after that, we're sending it into a tool called Creatomate, which I use just because it's fairly cheap and it does what I need it to do. So in order to get started, in my use case, we're going to be starting off with Airtable, and I'm going to be searching for records. I could be watching new records, it doesn't really matter. It's just any module which lets you collect the information you want. So I'm going to connect this to my database of Airtable where I have all of my course content. Although I've forgotten the name of it now. I think it's called Important Things to Do, because it wasn't a very important thing to do, and then I did it. Although I still need to do more. And then the table here is my course roadmap. So what this is going to do is, as we can see here, I will just run this module only. This will collect a whole bunch of videos I have stored. So you see here we have the link to the Loom. I have my transcript already saved there, and that's really all I need to get started. So again, if you're using Google Drive and you're just uploading a file, it doesn't matter. In my case, since I'm using Loom, my next step is going to be a text parser. And for that, I'm just going to be matching a pattern because I have my Loom link, but I don't need all of the Loom link. I just need to get the share ID so I can get the downloaded video. So this is the regex I'll use, and I'll map it to the Loom link I have stored in my Airtable. And what that will do is it will just get an ID. So I can make a HTTP call to Loom, which is basically a request to get a downloadable version of the link I have. So obviously within my my Airtable, I have the Loom link, but I want to get the URL. I want to get the hosted version of it so that when I send it to Creatomate, my mini video maker, it has something it can easily download. So this is a simple post call to loom.com/API/campaigns/sessions, and then I put in the ID of the video and the transcoded URL. And what this will do is it will give me a link. So if I just run this module once, let's change this to have the maximum amount of limit, the maximum returned items as 1, because I do not need to do all 10 to show how this works. But just broadly speaking, so we already know what the first stage is, I'm getting myself this link here, which if I click on it, will let me download the video in full. After I've made my HTTP request and I've got the downloaded video, what I want to do now is actually figure out where this video is going to start. So I'm making a call to OpenAI and I'm going to create a completion. You, of course, could use an assistant, and the advantage of an assistant is that you can train it to better spot what you want. But I'm keeping this simple for right now, so I'm just going to use GPO system 4.0, and I'm going to make a prompt. And I haven't thought really what I'm going to do in the prompt, so I'll just start off with something like, I will provide a transcript of video below. Okay, so I'll add this in later. And what do I want? I want to turn this video into, let's say 3 short form videos. Okay, so again, this doesn't really matter. You could have 5 videos, you could have 10. You can just have it as 1 and then run it over and over and over again. It's really up to you. But for the sake of keeping this brief, I'll just say I want 3 short form videos. So I want 1 by 10 seconds, maybe. Is that quite short? I'm not so sure. I'm not part of the Instagram or TikTok generation. I think 10 seconds seems good. 1 of 30 seconds and 1 of let's say 59 seconds. So yeah, I mean, sure, I could just put a whole minute down, but I'm going to keep it at 59 for the time being. Let's just make this 4 short videos. Let's go crazy, and I'll have 1 as well of 20 seconds. Okay, so what this is going to do, it's going to basically say, all right, he wants to make one 10-second video, one 20-second video, one 30-second video, one 59-second video, and that's based on a transcript, but that's probably not enough. So what I want to do is I want to tell it, can you provide timestamps to the part, no, hang on, let's tell it what we want. So I want you to analyze the transcript and pick parts of the video that show an interesting thing within those time durations outlined above. So yeah, find something cool that happens within 10 seconds of the video, within 20 seconds, within 30 seconds, within 59 seconds. So they could, I don't know, what could they do? They could summarize what is happening. They could address an interesting point. They could solve an interesting problem, or just say something cool. So again, if you're doing this, I'm just doing this prompt very quickly for the sake of this video. As with all of my videos where we talk about prompting and templates and all of this, I really hope you spend more than 5 seconds thinking this through, because your AI is not omnipotent. What you're doing is providing it with a transcript of a video, and then you want to tell it, these are the things to look out for. If I'm telling it here, for example, where I just say something cool, it doesn't know what cool is. I need to be really explicit, but that would take too long. So I'm just going to keep it like this for now. So I want you to analyze the transcript and pick parts of the video that show something interesting. Okay. And then I need to tell it what kind of format I need. So can you provide the timestamps to these parts of the video? In seconds, yeah, okay, so I want them all in seconds. The API I'm using earlier, if it gives me a return of like 1 minute 10 seconds or 2 minutes 20 seconds, it's no good. I need it to say 120 seconds or 124 seconds, for example. What else might I need? All right, so it's making a video. I don't just want a video. Let's get some text overlay going as well. So I also need some text overlay for the videos. Again, you might want to get really deep into this. Tell it the text will come in at like 10, each text will last for like 5 seconds or whatever. But I'm going to keep this simple for now. So I'm going to say I need text overlay for the videos. Each video will have 3 captions, okay, of no more than 15 words. And they should also follow a formula. They should follow the following formula. That's almost a tongue twister. Follow the following formula. All right, so what's the following formula? Number 1, explain. So this is going to be a 10-second excerpt of like maybe a 45-minute video. So I want it to explain why they should be excited to watch the entire video, or perhaps explain the concept addressed in the whole video. Okay, well after that, what do you want to do? Let's do something cool. So give them a cool benefit of adopting whatever system my video is explaining. So, and then again, if you're doing this properly, you might want to add in examples. So something like, for example, save time and find more leads, or whatever, something like that. And then number 3, probably always some sort of a CTA, because this is going on Instagram. There might not be a link, so it'd be like, check out my bio for more info, or something to this effect. Okay. And then I've told it, please convert the timestamps into seconds. Yeah. For example, 1 minute 02 is actually, how long is that? That's 62 seconds. Okay, and then we want to give it the example output. So output this. Touch typing is hard on Estonian keyboards. Output this as a JSON with the following format. Okay, and then the format is going to be what? It will be video duration, maybe. Yeah, so the whole duration of the video. And then starting timestamp. So this is when, so basically starting timestamp. So if my video is 45 minutes long and I want to do a 10-second clip of the middle, I'll tell it start the video at 210 seconds or start the video at 300 seconds, whatever. So this will be the starting timestamp. And then obviously we need the caption summary. So this is captions 1, 2, 3. So we'll make this an array. That makes sense. Yes. So 1, 2, colon, exclamation mark, and 3. Did I say 3? Yes, 3. So then that would give me, so what am I getting here? So when I come to make my video, I've got the captions to overlay on my video. I've got the starting timestamp. I have the video duration. And then I also have here, one's going to be 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. So I'll call this caption duration. Yep, so basically this will tell it, so this is the 10-second video, this is the 30-second video, this is the 10-second video, 20-second video, 30-second video, 59-second video, and the timestamp will be wherever the video starts. So I will copy this, and just to be absolutely clear, so obviously I need to put in the transcript, so this is linked to my Airtable, so I've got the final load of the transcript, and then as well I'm going to give it an example output, just to be absolutely clear. So the caption duration here is going to be 30, starting timestamp maybe like 110, caption summary, this is cool. There are so many benefits. Check my bio. All right, and then I'll copy this example output, because after this, max tokens, let's say 4,000, because the transcript might be big. And then after this, of course, it's coming into a text parser. So we're going to pass the JSON, and we will add a data structure, and I'll call this short form video generate. So I'll paste in the example I just wrote out, and that will also tell me if it's a good JSON. So we've got the caption duration. This is going to be a number. We have the starting timestamp. This is going to be a number. And the caption summary, caption 1 text, caption 2 text, caption 3 text. Yep, save, JSON string, choices, message, content, press OK. And then before we go any further, of course, I'm just going to come back into OpenAI, advanced settings, and response format is JSON object. Made a huge mistake there. So now we will run this once, see what happens to make sure that it's all good. So it's gone into Airtable. It's found one of my videos. It's got the video download link. It's put it into OpenAI, and then it's gone into the JSON string. So here, this is going to be the 10-second video. It starts 37 seconds in, and then caption summary, watch files by modified time, ensure you catch every update smoothly, check out my bio for more info. So again, it's not, spend more time doing the prompts, think about the kind of content you have. So for example, if you have case studies, it will be probably different prompt than if you, like me, just have lots of videos of you building stuff, or if your videos are interview, something else. So again, you might want to add in your, if you have Airtable, you could have the type of video it is, whether it's like an instructional video or a case study or an interview or like the summary of an event. And then depending on what happens, it goes to a router with different GPT elements. So for example, if this was type build, use this prompt. If it was type interview, use a different prompt. But for now, the process is working. That's all I really care about. We've gotten what we want. So now what we need to do is actually put this into a video. So how many videos did I ask for again? I asked for 4. So I'm going to add in a router. No, I'm not even going to put in a router. So what we're going to do now is we're going to jump into Creatomate. So this is the tool we're going to be using to create these short videos. So what I'm going to do is just pop into Creatomate. And I have here a really, really, really terrible example of a template that I've built. So if we were building one from scratch, essentially what we would do is, would that be interesting to watch? I don't think it would be interesting to watch building it from scratch. Essentially, what you want to do is you want to spend some time making a nice template, because as we say, it keeps everything looking professional and cohesive. What we want to be changing is the text. So here I have just standard filler text. Did you know you can automate TikTok, Instagram, YouTube videos? It's just filler text. Every time our AI creates new text, it's going to replace it with this one. And now what would happen is usually you come to use template, and then here it gives you the API call you need to make. So it gives me an address I can send a render to and the various headers I need. But as we see here, all I can really change is the text and the content of the video. But I want to use the same video, I just want to change when it starts. So for example, if I want it to start at 10 seconds and last for 60 seconds, or start after 1 minute and last for 5 seconds, I can't do that using Creatomate API documentation. And this is a problem you'll run into with a lot of tools where their documentation is like, you can only do this. But there is a way around that. So if I just I'll show you how to get around that. But first, just to be clear, this is what we do for any kind of template. I make more than one. I have other videos to show you how to pick one at random. But what I've done is I've uploaded a video and I've positioned it exactly where I want it, because all of my videos, you'll see here, my beautiful face, bottom left-hand corner. So if I'm showing this on a mobile screen, rather than, because the nature of my videos, everything is quite long, it's in landscape mode, it wouldn't do much good to show me if if my mouse is at the top left and it's focused on the middle of the screen. Whereas at the bottom left, there's an anchor, it's usually my face. So I'm using the bottom left as the anchor for this video. So I've uploaded the video, see here, I've moved it around and I've anchored it to the bottom left. I've overlaid it with just an always on top little rectangle and my logo. And what I want to do now is figure out, is there an API call I can make even though it's not in the documentation? And there is. So I'm just going to log out here. I'm going to right click on the screen and I'm going to click on inspect. And what this will do, every time you interact with the website, it's going to show you basically the calls that I made to Creatomate to make it happen. So obviously if I click on this, I'm going to come to network, a whole bunch of stuff starts happening. If I click on use template, you see more data gets added. So what I want to do is I want to figure out what is the call it has made when I loaded this page to show this template, essentially. So what you would do is you would come to the search and you would type something in. So I have the video template ID here in the URL. So what I can do is, at least I thought I could copy. Why is my mouse not working? So annoying. All right, now it's working. So I control C this and I put it into the search bar. So basically somewhere within these calls, it's making a call specific to my template. So I can just sort of click through it. This doesn't look very interesting to me. What is this about? This is just user data. This is, if I click on preview response. Okay, great, we found it. So here we have a call, a response has been made with all the information about the video. So I got the width of the video, 720 by 1280. This is the, what is that called? Portrait mode. I have here the element of an ID. So this must be the video. It starts at the beginning, 0 seconds, and it lasts for 15, which is something we want to change. So that's perfect. I've already got this. I can change the trim start date to like 30 and the duration to 60. I have here the text I want to change each time. So text 1, text 2, and text 3. So this is perfect. This is all I need. So what I'll do, I'll just Control A this, Control C to copy it all. And I'll come back into my make automation and I'll make a HTTP call. So I'm going to make a request. Body type raw, content type JSON application, request content, Control V. Okay, and I'm just going to basically remove anything I don't think I need. I don't think I need the ID. I mean, I know I don't need the ID because I've already tested this, and then I'm going to keep everything else, and I'm just going to get rid of this stuff at the bottom because I know I don't need this either. This is just like, when I created the template. But basically what I have here now is all of the information about the video I've just made. And because we already have information here, I can start replacing the elements. So for example, here, I have the start time of my video. I want to change the start time to the starting timestamp, 37. The duration of the video, I want to change to the duration I have set out. The text 1, I want to change to the text I created here. Text 2, scroll down some more, I would change to this text here. And text 3, I would change to this text here. All right, so in theory, what this is going to do, it is going to take my Creatomate, let me get rid of this inspect element. It's going to take this video, it's going to replace, in the video as well, the video source. This is super important because I don't want to use that same video each time. So I'll just come back into make, almost forgot this. And then we have something here, where's the video? The video element was at the very top. I have something here called source. So I'll replace this source with my URL we got from the earlier HTTP call to Loom. So it's going to upload as a source video, whatever I have in my Make account. My Airtable, my courses. It's going to change the start time and the duration of the video. And then it's going to overlay it with some text. Text 1, text 2, text 3. All according to the... and obviously I need to put in the URL address. So if I come back to... use template here, API integration. This is the address, API Creatomate/renders. So I will copy this and I will put it into my make, which I've lost now, which is here. And it is a post call. Does that sound right? I could just check. It is a post call. And I'll just put HTTP in front of it, HTTPS:// so HTTPS API.creatomate version 1 renders. And then obviously there's a header here, which I've got saved, my authorization. I'll put in my API key after this. But again, what we've done is we found a video creation service, and then using inspect element, we've got basically the information that it's receiving or sending for the API call. Even though it's not in the documentation with Creatomate, it's all here. So in theory, if I just change these with the variable elements, I should create a whole new short form video. So I will just close this down, pause my video, put in my API key, and then I will try running it to see what happens. Actually, you know what? Before I run it, let's pick a more interesting video. So I will send here Airtable records is, let's do it for, what was a cool course one I did? Social media advice, LinkedIn. Okay, it's a recent video, so you've seen my channel. This is like a lesson version of how to build that. So if I come into make and I change the formula to be name equals, okay, and now I run this once. So now that it started running, we can see that it's collected my Loom link and it's created the transcription. It's gone to the text parser to get the video ID for the Loom video. It's got the download link for the Loom video. It's run into OpenAI where it has generated just one. We wanted duration for 10 seconds, 20, 30, and 59. So I have to update the prompt. This is my mistake. This is what happens when you work too fast. You need to slow down sometimes, guys. Don't be like me. Be like someone slower than me. Which of course means, well, the JSON string has worked. We managed to get the duration, the starting timestamp, and the caption summary, and it's then created a Loom video. Sorry, not a Loom video. It's created a Creatomate video. If I come to my Creatomate to the renders, it is, what does it say here? Oh, it's succeeded. So it's this one here. So let's just see if this works quickly. So picture in picture. How do I make this big? Full screen? Yeah.
Things are a little bit different. So we're going to be approaching this problem in the following manner.
Okay, so it's created a short video. How do I pause this? All right, great. So it is working, at least. It is creating videos. It's just not creating as many as we want. So I'll come back. I'll come back into make and I will change the format. So I have the easiest way to do this is just to go into OpenAI, which is what I've done. So I will put in here user example format, this one. So let me just get rid of this. So I'll say here example output, because the mistake I made was not making it an array like this. And I'll just copy this and I'll put it into my formats to be absolutely sure, but I'll just remove all of the information. Edited the example, I'll just edit this JSON, so I will add one new. So new mini video generates, and I'll remove this example output. Generate it, so now we have an array, collection, duration, starting time, great. So I press save, press OK. Updated our OpenAI in JSON, we just need to add in an iterator so that all of the results are processed individually. So it comes into segments. And then within this section here, we will change the trim start to be the starting timestamp. Oops. So this will be the starting timestamp. Trim duration is caption duration. Text 1 is text 1. Text 2 is text 2. And text 3 is text 3. Press OK. All right, so now if I run this all, we see here it's collected some information from my Airtable. So it's got the Loom link and the final transcription. It's gone through the text parser to get the Loom ID. It's gone through the Loom call to get the downloaded file of the video. It's gone into OpenAI to get some poorly prompted instructions. And then in the JSON parser here, so we see here we've got our 10-second video, our 20-second video, our 30-second video, and our 60-second video. This one suggests it starts at 13 seconds, 108, 254, 602, caption summaries, For the overlay, it's gone through the iterator, and then it has created the bundles. So we have here status code 202, status code 202, so it has worked. I come into the renders of Creatomate, and I'll refresh it. And we see here we have the 4 videos refreshing, okay? So I just need to wait for those to render to see what they look like. Okay, so now that some of them have finished succeeding, we can have a look. And we see it's generated a video, and it should be a new video.
Robert, before we get started into the actual automations, I just want to give you an idea of the best practice for social media. And for this, we're going to use an example.
Okay, great. So let me just pause this. So it has created the videos. It's taken in a new video content to one that was in my template. It's changed where it starts and how long it lasts for. It has created some text, as you can see at the bottom. So the process, as I always say, the process works, okay? What happens after this is entirely after you. So again, process works. I have not spent nearly enough time making this prompt good. You definitely want to, go into more detail of what counts as interesting. And obviously, if your videos are boring like mine to begin with, it's not going to be easy to turn them into 10. A 10-second video for me is not good. I should probably make it like 4 60-second videos or whatever. But the idea here is that in order to create the video, we just need the URL of a source video and some captions to overlay it. I think a really cool trick to this video, if you take nothing else away from it, it's that when you are struggling to find how to work an API, there's no good documentation. You just right click anywhere on the screen, come to inspect, and then when you click around, just think about the thing that you want to do. So in this case, again, we come into network, we come to search, and I wanted to look for like the source. I was like, okay, probably something to do with the video source. I type it in, and it would just give me a whole bunch of results here where calls have been made with a field of source. And then you should be able to find what you're looking for. Then it's just a case of copying and pasting and figuring out where it is you're sending it to. In this case, this is the request URL for the templates, but from their documentation, we already know that sending it to renders is a lot better. But maybe this would work as well. So that is an interesting part. And then what else would I say to this? Well, it's not quite finished yet. We need to take these URLs somewhere. So we'll come into Airtable, and we will just create a record, and we'll put this in another Airtable base. We'll just map the URL to the end result. And then when it's ready to go, you just post it, or you can sync it up in your own way to LinkedIn or Instagram or whatever. The only thing that I would definitely change, so in addition to all of this and improving the prompt and improving the template, I cannot stress enough how important it is to have good templates. It is creating more of them. So I would create, instead of 1, I would have like 5 or 6. And then very early on, after I've searched through the record, I would make a call to an Airtable with my templates. So I'd say bring me up all of the templates that match, portrait mode videos, and it would get me 6. Put them in an array aggregator to put them all in one, and then use an iterator with a shuffle function to get me a random one. So it'd be a random template each time for the videos, and then this way, every time I have a long video, I've got as many short videos as I want, different templates posted straight to social media. So not the most on track and concise video I've ever made, for sure. I went all over the place here. But still, if you like it, make sure you do check out that school page, because the course covers some of these elements, and I'll be uploading this one to my community in brief with the full JSON as well. So I hope you like it, and leave me some likes and some comments and some subscribes. Thank you for your time, everybody. Goodbye.